Us. Hello everyone, welcome to Hayashi Dojo in Mannheim, Germany. I'm Ryan Hayashi with another video lesson for my students, this time with my friend Mustafa from Egypt. Welcome brother, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yes, Mustafa is a contact fighter. His background is kickboxing, so if I demonstrate the different ways of striking, I'll go soft, but I know he's strong, so bam, I can give a little bit of a demonstration on his powerful body. Okay, let's begin with the Japanese word seiken. Sei in Japanese means correct. So if we say sei to ha, this means it is a classical school. Seiza, the way we sit in our greeting ceremony, means to sit correct. Sei is correct sitting, za. Seiken, ken means fist. So seiken means a correct fist. Now, the biomechanics, brother, if you and I just show the hand first, when we look at babies who play with their hands, these fingers tend to close a little more. Now, when only friends are playing, these hands, this side of the hand opens up more because it's a natural tendency. Now, tough guys like Mustafa who are trained close it into a solid mass. But if you take these two fingers, brother, and you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you feel a strength there. You could squeeze something. Can you feel that with those two?
Yeah.
Now, if you try these two, it's not so strong. Can you feel that? So if you try to hold something with only those fingers, that's harder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay? So this is why, for the students, please be aware, when you train the hands, get this feeling first. Okay? That's closed in. Get this down, and very important, you can verify, thumb must be here outside, never inside.
Yeah.
Thumb inside.
Thumb inside?
No, that's bad.
Okay.
It must be outside.
Okay.
Never inside.
Yeah.
That's no good. Outside.
Yeah.
This is good because then, bam! That's a strong weapon. Inside, if I hit a strong guy, I'll break my thumb. Okay? Now the surface is here. So if we demonstrate with this hand, you want to hit with this part of the fist. Okay? From those two knuckles here. That is called seiken. Okay? Now it has 3 sides. That's the striking side. If you like, you can punch me, but be nice, please. Bam! That's how you use the fist. Okay? Using this as the striking surface. Bam! 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 Okay? If we use this side, we call this tetsui. Tetsui means iron hammer, like the tool I hammer, because we use the hand like a hammer. And then, he knows how to react to contact. But if I'm nice to him, this is tetsui, okay? Bam! Using this part, okay? Now, tetsui is naturally very strong, even without too much training. If you play with it on any solid dining room table, you'll notice, bam! 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 The tetsui is a strong weapon, okay? Some people call it kensui in some styles. Kensui is hammer fist, or tetsui, iron hammer. It's the same thing, this part. Okay, now, if we use this side, it's called uraken. Uraken is the back fist. Okay, so, okay. I'll be nice. So that's the uraken here. That's the striking surface. This is used exactly to hit. Now, this is the open hand. Okay? Here's where the beginner thinks a straight line is strong. But if you start to test it on trees or solid blocks of wood, this will hurt you if your hand is straight. Okay? Now, please, look, man, he has big arms. You see this bone? If I take a straight hand like this and I hit something solid, that's going to hurt. This is going to hurt my hand. The real kaishu is curved. This is where the strength comes from. There's a little roundness. Of course, we close the fingers, bring them together. The thumb must be pushed inside, but if we look this side, it's round, and then this is where, can you feel it's more solid?
Yeah.
Okay? Now, from this point, the fingers never use this part. That's not good. If it hits something solid, that's going to hurt your fingers. This hurts. It must be this part. Okay? It can be lower as well. Once your arm is strong enough for that to handle the contact, but this is the real weapon. Okay? So this can be used for different parts of the body. Okay? Okay? The typical targets would be the neck, the musculature here, the jaw. You're a tall guy. The temple. Okay. That's shuto. Shuto is this side. It means knife hand. The other side, once your thumb is pushed in, is called haito, but it's almost the same weapon. Okay? This surface. It's the same rule. If your hand's straight, you're going to hurt yourself. If you make it round, it becomes, can you feel that? It's a solid mass. Okay, I'll show you. Once it's rounded, it can take impact. Rounded, haito side, it can take impact. Okay? And then the other surface, of course, is the fingertips. And it's the same rule again. If your fingers are straight, and he's a massive guy, and my fingers bend back this way, I'm going to hurt my fingers or break my fingers. Not good, okay? That's why we want the curvature in this way. If my fingers collapse, it closes into a fist, which is not too bad. But if the hand is strong enough, then you can start to attack into the ribs, into the collarbone, into the throat. Okay? This is then called nukite. Okay? Shuto, haito, nukite. Tsukami te. When we grab, it's if you touch me, it's just this. Seiryuto means it's almost like shuto, it's this part. If I bend my hand back, then okay. Keito is this part of the hand, here. The wrist is then called kakuto. Okay. Hiraken is folded in like this, and then we use this top part as the striking surface. Hiraken. Okay. We have ipponken. Ipponken. Once the hand is strong and you put the thumb here and get this on top, ipponken is a small point, very sharp, and you can feel that's quite dangerous. I can't tell you. Nakadaka ken, or some call it nakadaka ipponken. It means 1 point middle finger striking weapon. Washide, the eagle hand. It's a bird, and washide, with the fingers together to make a pointy weapon, is used to attack the eyes. Yeah. We have kumade. Kumade is when you close just the fingers, but you use this whole surface to strike, which it translates as bear hand. So just like a bear would take someone's head off, kumade is a solid block. Okay. The last one, which is almost the same, is teisho. Once you turn the hand back and you use this part. Teisho is that. The next part are the foot, the parts of the foot. Now, if I stand up like this, that ball of the foot I'm standing on now is called koshi, the ball of the foot. Koshi we would use if we kick this way. Sokuto. Sokuto is this part of the foot. It's the outside edge. That striking surface. Haisoku, be careful with this one. If this is the foot, haisoku is the top side of the foot. This. We want this surface. Okay? That's the top of the foot, haisoku. This part of the foot. Okay? Teisoku is then just the bottom of the foot. The whole sole of the foot. That's it. The bottom of the foot, teisoku. In Japanese, we call this part of the arm, between the elbow and the hand, ude. In English, it's a forearm. Ude. For example, if you try to hit me, the striking surface this time is using the arm as a weapon. Generally, gaiwan, naiwan, or the third surface is this whole back, is called haiwan. Haiwan. I get a hold of the big dangerous guy and then using this as the striking surface. Would be haiwan. This inside we don't use. The back or the two sides. This would be your striking surface. Then we have elbows. If I attack to the front, elbows I gotta get close to him. That's empi uchi, elbow strike. If it's to the front, it's mai empi uchi. Elbow strike, very thick bone, very strong part of the body. Elbow strike to the front. Yoko enpi uchi. Or to the head. I'm here, bad guy's here. A back elbow strike, ushiro enpi uchi. Or a dropping elbow strike, that's called otoshi enpi uchi. I'll be very careful, don't move. Shitsui or hiza. Now back in the 50s and 60s, they used to call it hiza gashira. Gashira means the head, that just means the tip of the knee. Or of course, that's hizageri, a knee strike. Knee strike, if it comes sideways, parallel to the ground, of course the groin. You can even attack the legs with this. Or knee blocks. The last part is the shins. Underneath the knee, we call it hizashita. We would use this to attack these parts. Hizashita. Thank you for the demonstration, brother. We will add subtitles, but I think this gives a nice list of the basic parts of the hands and feet that we use. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you for watching. Bye.